Okay guys, so I'm going to give you some price targets for Bitcoin, also Dogecoin, Ethereum, Theta, BNB. We're going to cover a few things. I think there's a misconception. A lot of people think I'm bearish on Bitcoin. I'm going to show you some charts showing some very bullish predictions I have on Bitcoin. The problem is I'm bearish on the stock market. If the stock market corrects, Bitcoin is going to correct as well. I'm going to show you the correlation between the two. By the way, guys, I am upping the price of my monthly subscription. Listen, if you're already subscribed and you're paying $39 a month to access Bitcoin's altcoins, precious metals, this will not affect you. This is just for new subscribers. The price will be going up to $59 a month soon. Again, it was $19 a month. Those people that subscribed then are still paying $19 a month. Those are subscribed at $39 a month. You're going to continue to pay that. It's only if you cancel and resubscribe the price will go up. Currently, it is $39 a month. So if you subscribe now, you get locked in. You will pay that monthly. But again, I will be upping the price soon. But right now, to access Bitcoin's altcoins, precious metal charts, access to our Discord and my Twitter is $39 a month. Stocks and tutorials are separate. Tutorials teaching my method of charting. If you're interested in lifetime, contact me through the contact page. I'll have the link pinned to the first comment in the description. It's opticalartcrypto.com. So guys, let's jump into this. So this was yesterday's video. This was May 4th. I'll put a link up to this now if you will check it out. The two videos I'm referencing in this video, I will have links to these videos in the description. But if you'll notice, this is the C1 chart. I said, look, this is your support right here, 53,573. And later in the video, we're just a few minutes in, I said if we push up, potentially your resistance is up here at 55,828. So this is where the 21 exponential daily moving average is. This is where you probably get rejected. So this is the chart. Notice right here, we did push up. We're finding resistance right now, right here at 55,886. Like I said, this is where the 21 exponential daily moving average is. And again, stick with this. As long as we're below this point, this is bearish. If we push above it and hold support, that is bullish for more upside. I will tell you this, your current support below is going to be right here. Watch, because typically what happens, notice this, and guys, these charts are shareable, so when I make changes to the chart and save them, you see the changes. But notice we got resistance, 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 resistance. We came down, tested the support. We could continue to push up, but a lot of times what happens is when you break our resistance, you come down and test it. So it seems it's very possible we could come down, test the support level, then push higher. If we break the support, your next support level to watch is going to be right here. Now, if you notice, and again, if we push up, your resistance, your major resistance to watch is here. We got a perfect resistance here, perfect resistance here. Go back and watch the previous video. But again, if we push up, this is your next point to get rejected. These are your two support levels to watch: 53,868, 51,393. If you'll notice, this was the same video. Right here, I was referencing the B1 chart. I was saying that I have multiple charts, so you need to have all of these charts up and pay attention to them. So what I was talking about is if we break the support, this is your next support level, but have other charts up. So if you notice the B1 chart right here, this is where I was referencing in yesterday's video. Notice this line right here. This caught the perfect, it came down and found perfect support right here. So that's why I say reference different charts. You buy at support, you hope it holds. If it doesn't, you buy at the next support. If it does hold, you stay in or you long. Notice this is the 200 exponential moving average on the 1 hour. Notice we're getting rejected at this. So look, if we push up, your next resistance to watch is right here at 56,302. You push above that, your next resistance will be right here. And again, if you push up, right here. So I'm just showing you how to play the charts, how accurate they are. I did make a tweet about this. I said B1 support, because we held support right here on this chart, B1 chart. And I do want to show you guys, people that are playing these charts are doing really well. This was a tweet I made about perfect support right here on the C1 chart. This guy said, I had 6 consecutive successful trades just playing resistance and support on your charts. Thanks, Steve. I made 2% in my pajamas this morning. Thank you, man. Just as you predicted. So guys, people are playing these charts and doing well, and I'm going to be adding new charts and redoing some of the current charts, so I have my work cut out for me. That is part of the reason the price is going up. I'm going to be adding some more altcoin charts, but I just want to cover some of these. So let me play a little clip of this. This is part of yesterday's video. Notice this blue ring is resistance, 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 resistance. Flip that support again, flip that support again. So it can flip that support again. This is next. So in this ring, I was showing you resistance levels, fib channel lines, and trend lines. They can be respected as support and resistance, but so can rings. So I was saying, look, if you're finding resistance at a ring, you can come down and find support on it. We already found support twice. Well, look how this played out. We came down, we hit it. Well, we already hit it. Let's see, we hit it one time, two times, a third time, and push back up. So it's possible. Your resistance right now to watch, I'll go ahead and give you this one, guys. If we do push up, watch potentially get it rejected here at 57,532. I do suggest you have all of the charts up, A1 through E1. But again, if we push up, this is likely point to get rejected, and then your major support is right here. But do reference different charts, just showing you how you play these. So this is the peak of the bull run chart, and this is getting into what I was talking about with the stock market. So guys, again, this was the chart I created way back, and the projected peak I have is $322,000 by December 28, 2021. If the stock market continues up and there's no major correction, that is the target this chart is projecting. And I do think that will play out if we do not have a stock market crash, or at least a major correction. If we do have a major correction, then I believe the Bitcoin is going to come down with it. And you say, well, how can I possibly know or expect that the Dow Jones or the S&P or the NASDAQ will have a correction? Well, I'm going to show you. So this was a video. I'll put a link up to this now if you want to check it out. It'll be in the description as well. This video was put out January 8th, 2021. So this is this was a while ago I put this up. And let me play a clip of this real quick. Take note this orange ring up here, and this red ring here, and the orange ring here. So again, for a macro target, guys, if this pushes up and goes ballistic, I would watch 59,500 to. So, and this is the same chart right here, the Bitstamp Weekly 300, 200, 100. So what I was trying to show was if we're respecting these orange rings, when you come up, this is a likely point to get rejected. Now notice that I have my price here at 59,492. Notice this is a ring that's angling upward. So the longer it takes to hit it, the higher price will be. So if we go to the actual chart, I have the price label where I have it here. Notice this blue ring, red ring, orange ring. So had we pushed up from that point, from right here where we were at, see price had just crossed this blue ring. So had we pushed straight up from that point, that would have been our target when we hit the orange ring, 59,500-ish. But when we made contact, notice where we made contact at. It was over here, and it was to the dollar. It was right at 65,000. That is the point we got rejected. So I told you back on January 8th to pay attention to this target. Not the price, the ring. When you make contact determines what price will be. This is the point I expect this to get topped out and come down, and that is how it played out. And I'm also telling you that this is the point I'm going to buy right here at this ring. Again, I went over this. I'll do it again in this video in case you didn't watch the other ones. This ring has been respected going way back, just like I showed you that orange ring where you get topped out. Resistance, 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 resistance. Found support on the 21. Push back up as resistance, support, support. So again, just like I said with this orange ring to get topped out, that is why I'm saying when we come down, this is where we'll find support. And if this support breaks, where's your next support level? Right down here. If things get really bearish, this is a buy-in. This is where I'm buying in right here. And remember, this is the 21 weekly moving average is creeping up like this. So a lot of people will buy here. This looks like this is right at the neckline of this potential head and shoulders, if that's how it plays out. So that target right there potentially is right around $47,000. So I think that's probably where we're headed to in the short term. And I do expect this to hold, push up a bit, then I think it will come down, and I do think this red ring is where we will find support to push back up. As I mentioned in that last video, if we do hold support on this red ring, and we push back up, let's say that the 20 weeks out here. So if we come up, say we come down and we test this, we push up. If we get rejected here and come back down, we're in a bear market. If we come down, we break this, we hold support on the 20 week, then we're still in a bull run. And then that target I gave you on that chart of 322,000, December 28, 2021, I think is very possible. But I do believe that we're headed to this ring, the chart is just screaming, this is our target right here. And again, this is the Bitstamp weekly 300, 200, 100. It's 100 BTC related if you have access to the charts. So again, like I said, I'm not really bearish on Bitcoin. I'm bearish on the Dow Jones. Well, the stock market. I'm using the Dow Jones specifically because this is the chart I used to predict the last crash. Back here, the COVID crash. And notice what happened. Every time we hit an orange ring, we get rejected. This is where we got rejected. We crossed this fib channel line. We came down. We pushed up, got rejected. This chart I created a long time ago. You know, I created this chart back in 2019. But look what happened. Every time it came up, you knew exactly when to short. Short here, long here, short here, long here. This is when they released the stimulus package. I said that we were going to potentially have a crash. We got topped out at this orange ring for over 3 weeks. I said once we cross this point, this is where we're going to come down. March 11th, they passed the stimulus package. I said if they pass it, your target, your upside target was this orange ring. We're almost to that ring. I expect a little bit more upside with the Dow. I'm using the Dow as an indicator to know that potentially all of the markets are topped out and due for a correction. Just like happened here, I'm expecting to happen right here. I think the top will be this orange ring. When we cross this fib channel line, this is when we're going to have a correction. What you need to understand is the last time, just using the Dow as an example, the Dow came down a total of 30, let's say 37%. This is line drawing, so it doesn't show the wicks, but around 37%. If you go to Bitcoin, when we had, let's see, goes back a good ways. So what, 37% the Dow dropped. All right, so when the Dow dropped 37%, Bitcoin came down a total of, if you come from the top up here, it came down a total of 63%. So Bitcoin dropped twice as much as the Dow. And yes, I am using the Dow, but again, when the Dow came down, the other markets came down as well. The S&P, the NASDAQ. So I'm saying if the Dow has a major correction, other markets are going to be correcting as well. So that's what I'm saying. I expect the Dow Jones to get topped out. I expect when the Dow starts coming down, the other markets will come down. There's going to be some significant event that's going to happen. And time frame wise, you know, I can tell you this. You know, the apex is going to be in about 35 days. So, you know, sometime this month or early next month, I expect us to have a major correction with the stock market. And again, if the stock market comes down, Bitcoin's correlated, it's tied in with Wall Street. So if the stock market comes down, Bitcoin's going to come down with it. That's why I'm telling you, these targets are your points to watch. If it gets really bad, your first point to buy is this red ring right here. If it gets worse, your next buy-in is right here. And I did cover this in the more bearish case, but again, this is where I'll be buying. So I covered the Dow Jones, and again, this is the zoomed in version to show you how close we are to this ring. Again, this is the apex right here. Once we cross this fib channel line, this is when I expect it to drop, and I do expect this to be the top of this orange ring. So let's get into the altcoins. So Dogecoin, I was showing you each one of these fib channel lines was a point you potentially short. Notice when we crossed it, you get a pump. We came down, we found support. I'm not going to play this video. You can go back and watch it. But this is the chart. Notice where we're at, this fib channel line here. We pushed to this fib channel line out here. This is the actual chart. So notice what happened. Again, this you can see right here. As soon as we crossed this fib channel line, we pushed up, came back down to test it. We hit this fib channel line, we got rejected, and we're at right here at 70 cents. Notice we're getting rejected right here. So pay attention to this chart. Once we could continue to ride down this, this is what's happening right now. We're getting rejected at this fib channel line. Once we cross it, we could get a pump, or we could just continue down this, potentially drop to test, you know, one of these moving averages. But again, that's what happens every time we cross one of these. Let me zoom out a bit. Every time we cross one, get a pump. Cross it, get a pump. So as soon as we actually cross this, we could get another pump. So pay attention to that. That could happen at any time. Just watch to see if we get above this fib channel line for Dogecoin. I was giving you price targets for, this is Ethereum. I can't see the name on the chart. Yeah, Ethereum right here. Said your resistance above was 3,386. And you can see that was our resistance, and it's still our resistance right here, 3,386, this line right here. We hit it and got rejected. We hit it again and got rejected. Hit it again and got rejected. So currently your resistance is right here at 3,402. If we drop, your next support level to buy in is 3,115. And if we break this resistance at 3,400, your resistance above is 3,733. And then I have your support levels below as well. If we break 3,115, your next support level is down here. Let's see, I was covering Theta. Notice this white line here represents this fib channel, this green fib channel line, and then I had this fib channel line marked off here. Notice this blue fib channel line right below price. This would be the next point to catch a bounce. Notice what happened right here. And I'll switch between so you can see. Right here's that line, here's that line, here's that fib channel line right here. We came down, we found support, pushed back up, found support, and now we're finding support in this fib channel line. So where's your next resistance to watch? Well, if Theta pushes up, your next resistance to watch is right up here around $12.24. Your current support is right here at $10.63. And if we drop below that, each one of these fib channel lines will be respected, $10.17. I will be updating this chart. BNB, I didn't cover this yesterday, but just want to give you some price targets to pay attention to. The chart's been very accurate. If we drop, we have been respecting these rings very well. I will tell you this, the ones that you need to pay attention to are these, the ones I'm highlighting now. So look, your upside target to potentially get rejected, 692. Your current support right here is 641. Your next major support to watch is around 562. And I would watch this ring for a bounce. Because I was telling you before, we got topped at this ring. We did get topped out of this ring. Look, I tell you, when you break above a ring, if it's resistance, you can see it was resistance right here. Resistance, resistance, flipped as support. So if we come back down, a likely point to catch a bounce will be right here. And do take note, we have a lot of support here. If we had a drop with Theta, you got two support rings, and you got one fib channel line, and you have a moving average coming up here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points of support right here. There's a lot of support around $539 to $562. That would be a great point to buy in. But your next resistance to watch, write these numbers down, guys, around $692. And if you push above that, your next resistance to watch is right up here around 750. But I keep everyone updated on Twitter and in Discord. And again, guys, the charts, they're live. You just load it, you click the link, they load up, they play out on mobile phones, tablets, desktops. So you have access to these charts 24/7. Just click it, load it up, and you know what the price is when you come up and you make contact and you see the price over here on the right. I have it covered up for reasons I'm showing certain charts. I don't want to show the price. But guys, that's it. Let's see where Bitcoin is. So look, we're currently getting rejected right here where I said this is where we would probably push up to. So if we cannot make it above 55,866, watch potentially come back down, test 53,868. If that breaks, your next support level is 51,393. If this support breaks, I do expect a lot more downside, and that is where this chart is going to come into play. I do think ultimately we're headed to 47,000, and that does match up perfectly with this peak of the bull run chart. You see the 21-week moving average is moving right up this ring. And that target, depending on when you hit it, is a moving target. But again, you know, if we drop straight down, and just like I showed you with this blue ring here, right here, notice we keep finding support on this ring right here. That could be the same thing playing out on this chart. Notice that this ring was resistance, support, support, support. It was support and resistance. So it is very possible we could come down and test right where these two rings intersect. This could be the point you make contact. If that's the case, that's around 45,600. If it takes longer and we keep moving up this ring, and I showed you the other chart, 47,000 seems like a likely target, because that would be the neckline right here. And that is this chart right here. But I know this ran real long, guys. Just wanted to give you an update. If you do want to access these charts, again, the website is opcorpcrypto.com. The link will be pinned in the first comment in the description. $39 a month. Currently, the price will be going up soon. $39 a month, get access to Bitcoin, altcoins, precious metals, access to our Discord. My Twitter is private. You get access to that as well. I do have stocks and tutorials. If you want to get lifetime, you can contact me through the contact page. I accept crypto payments that way. That's it, guys. For the next video.